It
Oh, let me turn on my video.
it's all good.
Oh,
Uh, hold on. I need to change the name. Let me see it. How do you spell it? Hey, SCH.
oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, why can't I hear anything? Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Good chat. Can we hear?
Colin. What's up? How are you?
I am
I
doing
just got
good.
done working out, so and I'm
It's
drinking coffee at 8:45. So
it's totally fine. That's what I have to do now because I work a full-time job, and by the time I get home and I have to walk the dog and do all the adult stuff, I'm just like,
yep.
okay, let's get a stream, and it feels like I have like a lake under my eyes of just sweat and
Yeah.
baggage. This
I
is
do that too.
like
I'm
this.
like, okay, just put some powder on or something, just anything to like get the reflection of oil off of my face.
Ugh. So, first of all, I guess as I do always, let us know who you are. Give us your elevator pitch. I love hearing elevator pitches.
Amazing. Awesome. What's up, guys? My name is HayShmitty. Hails for short or Schmidt if you're feeling spicy. I've built my brand around being a Schmidt. So, you'll see Schmidt from New Girl all over the place. But yeah, no, I mean, I like to vibe. I like to hang out. I like to shit talk sometimes. We just chat talk a movie yesterday. um,
Oh yeah,
oh, yeah.
I
It
was there.
was
I was lurking for most of that, and it was that is that's the shit I like. That's the
it
content I live
was
for.
literally the worst 2.5 hours I've ever spent on anything in my entire life. I can't spend another 45 minutes talking about that movie, but
We
yeah,
we won't get into it. All I can say is if anybody hasn't seen Jack and Jill, I
don't do it.
don't do it, but
Don't
also
do
just go back and watch Schmitty's VOD because that's all you need.
it.
I just can't believe with David Spade. That character just blew my mind. Anyway,
Saved the movie.
say the
I
movie.
completely saved it. But yeah, I mean, we should talk stuff. I play Apex almost all the time. I drool over Geralt in The Witcher, so I get really awkward. But it's great. And if you haven't noticed already, I'm obsessed with Bob's Burgers too. There's a lot of obsessions. So
That's
that's me.
that's fine. I mean, you can. I mean, my name's Anime Daddy. The only thing I have these mangas right here, but everything else looks like I'm in a college girl's dorm room for some reason. I was like, Pinterest is my vibe for. I don't know what it is. I got the
Same, man.
Shroot Farms shirt.
Yes.
I'm a conundrum. I'm an
I
absolute
love it.
conundrum. Murdoggin, what's up? Ooh, real quick, Murdoggin,
Yeah.
did you sign up? I did open up for Saturday shows. Which Schmitty, I gotta have you on for. I'm not gonna like. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I meet people. There's this influx of people, and I go, okay, I don't have the time to do full interviews. But then, like, Schmitty, you're cool as fuck. I'm just gonna
Oh, thanks.
like. There's some people who I go, and it's super judgy that I'm just like, who can do 2 hours? And I feel like we could talk for like 2 fucking hours.
Bro.
After watching you go over Jack and Jill, I was like, I mean, hey,
I wrote notes. I'm not kidding you guys. This is how much shit I like talked about fucking Jack and Jill.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Real quick, Murdoggin, I saw you sign up. I do Wednesdays. I will have signups for 10 to 11. I think you signed up for tonight. I'm sorry, we're doing ladies' night. I forgot to change the calendar. I want to make sure for Women's Month and all that good stuff. I just, I don't know. I had a mom and sister yelling at me because they're just like, you don't have enough women on your show, and I was just like, easy. I'm sorry. There's a lot of fucking white dudes. I'm sorry. You're surrounded by what you're surrounded with. There's nothing I can do. So I was like, they were like, you should do a women's night. I was like, okay, mom.
Aw, go mom.
Go,
We
mom.
love a supportive Women's Month
Yeah.
mom.
I signed up for next Wednesday. Okay, gotta rep the white dudes. Yes, absolutely. Do you? So how do you feel about the whole like quote unquote disparity?
Is this in regards to like the men who are like, women, stick up for the women? Is that what you're talking about?
Sort of, kinda. I mean,
Okay.
like, I definitely want to have a diverse show and I want to speak up and start a conversation and everything. But
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago, my entire For You page on TikTok was just dudes going like, hey, quit it, dudes. I was just like, it felt like pandering. And it shouldn't be that way.
So I actually commented because you had the same conversation with Lexi on
Yes.
the
Yeah.
show, and I commented on that VOD on TikTok. because I felt the same way she did of like, I love men sticking up for women.
Yeah.
However, I am a strong ass Latin woman who also has this deep core of like, I don't need no man sticking up for me. But like, I'm glad that you're having the conversation and I'm glad that you're bringing up this stuff. But at the same time, I noticed that too on my For You page. I was like, oh my God, another man is saying this. Great. Okay. Well, cool. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a cool post and say, like, yeah, go women, stick up for women. Fuck that. Don't do this anymore. And then I looked at the men's comments and they were like, yeah, we should really stick up for women. And then on my comments, they were like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I was like, look. What? I thought we were like, go women. This is also, not what we're doing anymore.
Lexi over on TikTok. Lexi, if you're free, you should come over on Twitch or YouTube. But by the way, I'm multi-streaming everybody, so I will be talking to every chat. But yeah, the difference in the comment section, I got when I did the one video with Lexi, the like main one that talked about statistics. Hey, forewarning, never say statistics in any of your videos because you will be asked for those statistics. And hey guys, my name's Anime Daddy. I Googled it. I Googled 80 different articles. What can I say? Like, also Google it. But yeah, it's so bizarre. The amount, I'm convinced they're Russian bots because, like, why is it like that?
So many. And they're all men. They're all men. I've not one. The only people I see that are like go women are the women I follow. They're not new discoverable women that are like, come, like, support us. And so, like, I think about these things of like, the men who are like, you know what? We need to stick up for the women. We need to be the voice. We need to do this, this, and this. And like, okay, well, then maybe invite us to be a part of your show, or maybe like not collaborate, because I hate to say like force people to collaborate, but like maybe elevate people's voices.
Yeah.
Because I see people who are like tweeting like stick up for men, and then they have these huge collaborations that are all white men, and I'm like, okay. So I guess we're not gonna do that anymore. Listen, I just a fair warning, you guys. Like, I'm full. Like, I'm 100% Hispanic.
Okay.
There is no filter on my body. Like, perfect. I speak the mind.
Complaincast is where I've said the most shit that it will definitely get me canceled. Like, if any of you guys go back 2-ish episodes, okay, not canceled. Cancels is a strong word. That's not what I don't. There's no filter. It's just like I will talk shit. I'll drop people's names. My whole theory is like if you're gonna talk about somebody, talk about them. Like I never talk bad about anyone, but I will bring them up. Like if I'm talking about a person, I will put their name in my mouth. That's how I feel. So, and that's what we do on Complaincast. So all things said that are bad, just put it on me. It's my show. Just attack me.
I think there's a difference too of like shit talking people behind their backs and like actually like having a conversation with them first and making it a known fact. This is something that's bothered you and been like, you know what? I just like want to talk about this a little further and more in depth later on, and just saying like, yeah, I had this conversation with so-and-so and like, or this, and this, instead of just like, did you hear what this fucker did? Oh my God. And then, you know what I mean? So that's my personal stance on it.
Yeah, I think there's like a couple weeks ago, I went and do you know anything about Ashley Christ? Like with Stream Coach Academy?
Oh, wait. No. You talked about this a few weeks ago. Like the almost borderline MLM type of situation.
Kind of, yes. She... like right now we're talking about her and blah, but she built what's called Stream Coach Academy. It's basically other streamers coaching other streamers, but she has literally a burn book. Somebody made a burn book of accusations, like a Google Doc. And it sucks because she literally, she saw an opportunity to help other streamers. And I think personally that gets super muddy. A lot of people rely on you. They think, why am I not growing? Blah, blah, blah. And when you build a business off of that, it sucks. But yeah, it's, I brought the burn book up and I was just like, these are some pretty crazy accusations.
Yeah. I saw a bit of that conversation start up too, because like we were also talking about like the streamer tips on TikTok as well. And I think those, like you said, those could get so muddy because when I first started streaming and I was on TikTok, I'm like, oh my God, you're right. And this is another thing I've like have had issues with lately, but like from the very beginning, it was like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this in order to grow. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. And I feel so passionate and I want to grow. I want to grow so freaking badly. And I do everything. And then I burn myself out. And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yep.
Now I'm doing shitty content. Now I'm putting out videos I'm not proud of. And so I think there's a healthy middle, and like it's the same thing as like when you're working full time, is like when people are like training you to do something and say, this is how I succeeded, this is what I did to earn this money, so this is what you should do too. And I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm not a 45-year-old white man, so I can't also do the same thing. You know,
it's that gray area. It should be more of a guideline. My favorite tips involve your experience with the tip. Like I always try and at this point, everything I say, it either ends or begins with, that's just my opinion, that's my experience, or that's what I've heard, because it's not going to work. Like one thing isn't going to work for everyone. That's kind of the beauty and why I love having these conversations, is everyone's experience has been different, and you can kind of take bits and pieces. Like I know streamers who do zero social media and have built a whole base literally doing what you're not supposed to and just streaming on Twitch. It's insane. Real quick, by the way, hello everybody. Dads After Dark, what is up? I saw you in there. I'm sorry. Do you have chat up, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. If you ever want to derail because cosplay is gonna yell at me. Cosplay, I will beat you in Smash Bros. I am practicing, so I got very close this Monday. You suck, you suck, you suck. I will beat you. Night Owl, what is up? Also, Night Owl, please stream soon. I feel like you never stream because you told us reasons. Had a question. She said, I have a question about the women streamer subject. So when people post these stand up for women videos, should they be moderating the comments? Because I'll see those videos in the comment section. Ooh. Ooh. That's the big, yes. That's the big key, is when I posted my video, I tried my best to respond to every comment, and any comment that seemed like it was teetering towards like fuck women or they have it easy, blah, blah, blah. It was a why. Why do you think this way? And how can I change your mind to realize that that's, in my opinion, wrong?
Starting a conversation.
Yeah. It's, how do you feel about the whole, do you think guys should moderate their comments when posting even those simple ones like, hey, stop?
100%.
Yeah.
100%, because it's the same thing that you said, is it's almost feeling kind of like pandering if they're posting this video and they're just like, all right, done. Now let's keep shit talking them in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't even
because
think about
that you're.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like mumbling to it. I said I didn't even think about that. Like it just did it subconsciously. Yeah, and that's like a super, super important call out too, because you're literally, it's just like saying, okay, it's just like saying when we were going through like standing up for Black Lives Matter, standing up for like the Asian hate and everything like that, and being like, guys, we need to be better. We need to do this. We need to donate. We need to do this. And the social media influencers who are like, buy Black businesses, buy this, do this, do this. And then they like, that's all. They don't donate. They don't do anything else. Like it's all performative. And that's where I find the struggle of it, is like, make that extra step, do that extra step. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think now, Lexi, thank you for bringing that. I mean, like I said, I tried to do that within my comment section. I can only do so much, by the way. Like when there's a troll, there's like a being inside me that just wants to troll them back. Like I always, whenever I get a troll in the comments, I'm usually just like, we're dating now. Like we're going to Olive Garden. I'm force feeding you breadsticks and we're dating.
Olive Garden.
Whether you like it or not, we're dating. And I always try and I don't know. I'm weird, but that's very, what was I gonna, I like derailed my own thought with that dumb joke, Jordan, you idiot. Moderating. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, is like the best I can do, because I want to be a part of the conversation, is give obviously women the platform. Come on the show. I want to talk about it. I want to have an open discussion. But like you said, that's, you'll have all these dudes talking about it and then say, ooh, a big example. I don't know if you saw the TikTok where this one girl was, and I think it was like a Valorant match or something, and she was being berated through the voice chat. And her teammates, I don't know if they were a friend or not, weren't standing up for her. They were just like, I don't know what you want me to do, you know?
Yeah, there's been a lot of those TikToks going around too. And I've seen like maybe one or two now where like people are starting to stand up, but it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing as like, you can't on paper be like, go women, this is like bad, don't do this, don't do that. And then when the situation actually becomes the situation, like, not be like, well, it's not really even my business. They're not talking to me. Like, that's your business. But like, but then I feel very conflicted because I'm going back to my whole I don't need no man to stick up for me situation. You know what I mean? So I'm very like back and forth because I'm also a crazy Hispanic where in the back of my head, I'm like, stick the fuck up for me. But then in the front of my head, I'm like, no.
It's that's that fine line. In fact, I have one friend, Jem, who doesn't even like to consider herself a woman streamer. Like she completely wants to. She knows
Yeah,
who she is,
I don't call myself a gamer girl anymore.
which I completely respect. But there is that like people are going to label you that. They're going to treat you like that, and it's unfortunately I don't think we can try our best. Sorry, are you okay, dude? My dog. It's I think that's the best way to look at. When she first said that to me, she said, "I don't even consider myself. I don't label myself a woman streamer," and that like blew my mind. And I think that's really important because I think you can, it's, if you do get labeled that, you can kind of come at it like, hey, I'm just streaming. Even though she has the generic like pink background and everything, that whole
Right.
standard blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
You can't, but then that goes into removing the gender, I think, from stuff. Like dudes can like pink too, right? Like,
Yeah.
your boy likes pink sometimes. I mean, literally look at my background. You could consider
I
this
love
a
it. It's great.
girly background, but I'm like, nah, dude, this is relaxing as fuck.
Yeah. It's literally like I could pop on some lo-fi and drink a cup of tea and have a good time. Like,
I like it. Let me see. Anybody in chat that I miss anything? Because I know I'm not doing that way. It's the same as supporting LGBTQIA plus, and then not making your stream slash channels a safe space. Ooh, that one is scary to me because
it's very. So I'll say this. I do not identify in the LGBTQIA plus community.
yeah,
I do. Here's the thing: is I don't necessarily label myself. I do love any gender, any body for whatever sexual orientation they are. However, I do have the tag on my Discord.
okay,
So there's that muddy situation again. And I know I actually saw Unstable Pisces do a TikTok on this of
Yep.
like, I don't personally feel offended if you have that, but educate yourself on the community because you can't have a situation come in and be like, well, I don't know how to handle that. Then that's not you. You are holding the responsibility of the sacred community in your space. And if something comes up and you don't have the education around it, then it's just not, you're not ready. You're not ready to have that tag.
I was about to say I don't put it on my streams because I feel like I wouldn't do. I'm still, I'd say, learning how to handle those situations. And that there's literally, for whatever reason, Russian bots or trolls that find those tags and troll those tags for whatever reason. And I don't think, like, I want to help. I want to be, as Unstable says, an ally. I want to have the right conversations and whatnot. But it's honestly, it's kind of, I don't want to say scary, but I just don't want to mess it up, if that makes sense.
And I think that's fine because taking this, like the safe route of like, I'm still learning is okay. And even saying like, I'm still learning, but even then you're not saying like, I'm not going to be a safe space for people because people can still come into your chat and be a part of the community.
Yeah.
And you are going to have like a safe space for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like just that it's that extra responsibility of like, if you have this tag, like I had someone come in and start talking about their transition and I'm just listening. I was like, that's amazing. That's so great. I'm super excited that that's something that you're going through and everything. And it's like, it's now opening that up for that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I agree with you and keeping that safe route of like, I'm still learning, and that's okay.
There is no such thing as a safe space. There will always be someone there to. I think the tricky part, and this kind of goes. I made a tweet about this, which by the way, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, my tweet game has been fucking on point.
Jim Carrey literally every tweet.
Yeah.
Every tweet.
I live
love it.
like, if you can't tell, I love fucking Ace Ventura.
Yeah, I like it.
You just don't whenever I have a tweet where I'm just like, I've exercised the demons, I'm usually getting something off my chest, because that's what it feels like. Anyway, I did a tweet about and completely lost my train of thought.
No, the ADHD queen over here.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I get that way during chat. I'm like, I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Creating a safe space. Bam, we got it.
Yeah.
That was good.
There it is.
The crazy, I did a tweet mostly about backseat gaming. Unfortunately, what you're doing, you're at an open mic night. I always consider, this is how I think of it, is Twitch.
I have a response when you're done, because I was thinking about this.
Go ahead. Twitch is an open mic. It's an open stage. People are going, you leave it open unless you have sub only or follower only, and even follower only, they can still hit that button. Yeah. People are going to come in, and for whatever reason, they're going to troll you, or they're going to backseat game. The backseat game one is kind of the interesting one, because you're on Twitch. People are going to do that. Totally. I feel like people blow up about that a lot, and it's kind of like, that's what happens on the internet. It feels like, and this is for TikTok especially, nobody's been on the internet before, and they're all adults. Hey, where have you guys been? A lot of this trolling stuff is old, right? In my opinion. But you had something you were going to go off of?
I do, because I saw that tweet. And I had a conversation about this afterwards to my fiance, because there's this, and I don't know who you have seen who's blown up so much about. Let me ask you this. The people who you've seen who have blown up so much about backseat gaming, are they men or are they women?
Real quick, repeat that, because I was getting not attacked in chat, but I was being talked at. Yes, I am from 4chan. I'm a 2010 4chan troll. I do know a bunch of people from 4chan. Lexi can tell you, whenever Lexi has gotten threatened, I said, I have some people in 4chan that can do some digging. Anyway, what was the question again? I apologize.
The question is the backseat driving. Who have you seen blow up the most about that, men or women?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay.
I don't pay it. Hey guys, I don't pay attention to whether it's a man or a woman.
No, that's totally fine. So why I was asking this, because this is the conversation I had with my fiance. I have a no backseating tag on my game, and I do get upset. Now, here's why I get upset, is because now I play The Witcher. That's the only game that I have a no backseating tag on.
Okay.
I'm experiencing this for the first time. I want to go through the story. I want to realize the story, and I want to play it the way that you played it for the very, very first time. Now, to your point of like, but you're online, people are watching you, you should know this is going to happen. This is where I get triggered, okay? Because the people who are in my chat telling me how to play The Witcher are men. They are men. And I know this because like I looked at their channels. Yeah. So why I get triggered is because I don't need to be mansplained how to play a game. I don't need to. And I know I'm online. I know I'm on Twitch, but why I get so frustrated is because like, I have a blatant like no backseating tag. You've ignored that. And then when I give you a warning saying like, hey guys, I'm just playing this for the first time. Like, let me go about this the way I want to go about it. Yeah. They ignore that the second time. And I'm like, listen, I'm a grown ass adult. I know how to play a video game. If I say, hey guys, I need help, please help me, then that's the open invitation for you to help me. Yeah. But like, the reason I get upset is because I get triggered by all the men in my life who's ever tried to like be like, hey, can you open this jar? This is how you do it. You turn it to the left. Like, okay, no shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I get upset.
Okay. I can understand that completely. Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck the fuck yeah. No, this is the conversation that I'm fucking looking for. I'm excited. I'm like, Anthony.
Getting amped. Dude, I literally am, the caffeine's kicking in. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm getting flushed because I'm like,
I think I had a pre-workout today and I didn't work out, but it's totally fine. I don't remember. My days are a freaking blur.
Same.
I will say, as far as like backseat gaming and whatnot goes, a big reason I don't play games on stream anymore, and let me know if you can kind of see where I'm coming from. Hopefully it's not a totally crazy thing, is games are for me now. I've learned that I don't want to share games with people, maybe like multiplayer games. Like I played Smash Bros with cosplay and whatnot, but like I can't imagine playing The Witcher for like the idea that you want to play for the first time a game on screen where you have the risk of that happening to me feels like, why would you, like, obviously I know why you would do that, but also like, why would you do that?
No, totally. I totally hear that. Yeah.
But I can't play games on stream because for me, they are for me. Does anyone else feel like that in chat? Or I've mentioned this before. It's just, I can't imagine sharing like The Last of Us. The Last of Us, like I'm just sitting there and somebody's just like, before, I'm not going to spoil it, before whatever big thing happens. And then I look over because I'm trying to make sure I'm talking to chat cosplay and somebody's just like, so-and-so dies. And you're just like, well, fuck me. So that's where I
totally hear you.
That's where I get the disconnect of like, it's kind of in the territory. Like I can see obviously it triggers you, so that sucks, but also nature of the beast in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think why I do it is because I know I'm primarily an FPS streamer. Yeah. And when I play, I'm playing with teams or with people who I know. And so I'm mostly talking to them. So when I decided, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to throw in The Witcher, because this is now not something I have to talk to other people about, but I can have this time now to like vibe with chat and to talk with them and to really like build up that connection with them. And it's starting to become really like a rolling joke that anytime Geralt has his shirt off, they're like, clip it, Haley's gonna start drooling. Like it's that time I have with my chat. So that's why I threw in something like that, is because I noticed I streamed Apex so much and all I was doing was talking to chat or to my team. Yeah. And it kind of sucked because I was like, well, I'm not really having this time with my chat anymore.
Yeah. Also cosplay, I know, FPS, chill out. Cosplay as a whole, vendetta against FPSs. This is the whole thing. But I am seeing a lot in chat about having a good mod team. So it's fine if it's not your first time, but when it's your first time, it ruins the experience. Experience. First person shooters for the win. Uh-oh. Dad's After Dark. No, you're going to create an entire battle in my chat. How dare you?
No first person shooters at all. Get them out.
Goodness. No, this is fair standing. Everybody is in the right here. I play both sides. I play both sides. Phrasing. It's fine. I think Brad Pitt is fucking handsome, and I would kiss that man on the butt.
Brad Pitt, man. That was my... Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But what was weird, though, and if we're going to go down like childhood crushes, that route, what was weird is that I had a weird sense of childhood crushes growing up because my mom was very like vintage, like you need to watch these good movies. Okay. You can't watch shitty movies. So I'm like, whatever. So growing up, my childhood crush was freaking Rob Lowe from The Outsiders, like Soda Pop. And then Ralph Macchio, I was obsessed with. I was like, oh, fucking Ralph Macchio and the Karate Kid, go off. And then, what's his name? Matt, I can't remember his last name, Ferris Bueller. Oh my gosh.
You lost me on Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. In that movie, he was great. Yeah, he was great.
After that, Matthew Broderick turned into, I don't know. The most recent thing I saw him in was that weird like zombie movie on Netflix. Or not movie, TV show. With like the teenagers. I don't know that. It's fine. You don't need to see it. It's weird. Nah, it's a weird movie. Nah.
Last thing I saw him in was The Producers. And then that was all.
Springtime for Hitler? Yo, Schmitty, we're best friends. Like,
dude, no, I don't know if you know this, but was it you who was chatting about that? I don't think it was. Maybe. Yeah, it was, because you were talking to McQueeb about it.
McQueeb?
Yeah. Where it was like you went to school for one thing and then you became something. Maybe. I think that might have been with him. But like I went to school for theater.
Okay.
So I went to school to be a stage manager and stage manage shows. And now I work as a full-time
Recruiter?
I know. I'm a recruiter. Can you believe? It's the worst. No, I'm kidding.
How do we?
It's great.
No, that's that's been the beauty of streaming. Also, real quick, I did see Callie, if you did want to jump on in a little bit, because you're off work. But yeah, no, it's so, and I think that's why I've been so just magnetized to streaming, is it's a creative outlet that I've kind of put to the side. Everybody here has probably heard me say before, I've been a comedian, a musician. I did art, like anything creative. I've
Love
done
it.
one. Like this is my
Yeah.
last. If I stop this, you guys just assume I've dug my own grave and
Tapped out.
I'm just sitting there waiting to slowly fall asleep forever. That'd be morbid, but like I can't imagine what I'm gonna do after this. This is why I'm really trying to
Right.
break into make once again how to make streaming be my investment outside of streaming. Like somehow turn this into some sort of, I don't know, like building a podcast business or something. I don't even know. I'm still
Yeah.
figuring it out. What do you think? What do you think you can get from streaming? Like, where would you like to see streaming go?
Honestly, this is a great question because it hasn't really become like super, super real to me of like where I could go with this. But I think overall, like I've just been such an outgoing, like talkative person for like all my life. Everyone's like, dude, fucking stop talking. Like you talk so much. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, cool. And like the same thing in my job too. They're like, you can't talk too much. You have to like listen to the other person. But I just love talking. I love doing it. So like this, it's
Same.
kind of like this, right? So like the same thing is like I've started really thinking about like full-time content creation and like how this can become something. And so that's where I'm like trying to like dissect the ifs and wheres and hows. But for me, I honestly like I think at this point, and I think Bex was talking about it earlier, is like I'm just having fun right now. I'm just having fun. And
That's
yeah,
super important because from what I've seen, because I've been doing, how long have you been streaming?
6 months now.
Oh my, how do I keep, it feels like either, I don't know. I came up with a lot of people that started in like summertime of last year.
Yeah.
So it's around that now actually is kind of a make or break. There's a 3 month poll, a 6 month, and then 9 month. I think it's every 3 is kind of when
Yeah.
somebody kind of hits a lull depending. But at the end of the day, it's just that. It's still having fun, making friends are the two things. As silly and simple as that sounds, like
Dude,
if you
yeah.
can't do those two things, because I think inherently streaming should still be fun to do. Because if you truly
Yeah.
want this to be a job, that the idea, blah blah blah, it all falls in. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're still having fun. I
Yeah.
think your content is amazing. I hope, obviously, it even part time, some sort of, or you just keep
Yeah.
doing it for fun. I always say if I stop doing this, once I actually start playing games again, I have about 1 billion people I can finally play games with. So
Yes.
maybe you'll see me play.
Apex, what's up?
I was about to say maybe you'll see me play Apex. Which, do you have
Hell yeah.
community nights or anything?
I don't have community nights, and that's something I've also been thinking about too. I just get very protective of my, and I made a comment about this on TikTok too, that like I want to do it, but I've had so many scares with people who are like trusting and then do shit, and then I get like really, I don't know if I want to do this again.
I was gonna say that's another. By the way, real quick, if anybody wants to jump in the waiting room to jump, I don't even know what time I'm fucking going. What are we at? An hour and a half.
We're-
Okay, I have about another half hour. If anybody else wants to jump in, if not, we can keep going. But anyway, that right there is. Do you think, especially in women communities, just somebody will come in. I could literally invite somebody into this Discord right now, and they could just completely ruin this entire show. Like the fact that Lexi had to make her whole, I had to show my ID, which I thought was
Pisces does that too, and
Yeah.
I'm actually this close to doing that as well.
really. So are you doing it as like a prerequisite, or have you had scares like that?
For 2 reasons. I've had scares where I have been like I've played Among Us and I've had people on my stream before and then they just say the N-word. And I'm like, you are a 14-year-old child or like a 12-year-old child. And like, or well, you can't be 12 and be on there, but like anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one reason is I want to build this community of trusting adults. And honestly, like, yeah, you could have a scare with an 18-year-old plus two, but like not as much with someone younger. Another reason though, I feel so uncomfy having adult people in my Discord talking to people under 18 in my Discord.
I was about to say, it's like that whole TikTok I did about adults rating like underage streamers. It's kind of like,
Mhm. I'm feeling so uncomfortable. And like, honestly, if it were 16 plus, I'd be fine. I would. But like, even, I don't, even that, just like, it just makes me feel really weird. And knowing the things that like, this is where I had the idea is like, I was on my Discord and we do movie nights every Thursday.
yeah.
And I was like, guys, shoot out like ideas for movie nights. And I'm throwing out things like Deadpool. I'm throwing out things like rated R movies and like other things. And people are like, the next week they were like, can we watch Hercules or Frozen or something like that? And I was like, I mean, yeah, we could totally do that. And then I was just kind of like, okay, this is not the place. Mhm.
It's so weird because my Discord only recently has it kind of been popping off, but
Mhm.
I've been lucky enough that I don't think there's anyone underage. I have a cough coming, COVID.
Oh, jeez.
Just all over my computer. I'm a cartoon. I'm a cartoon of a person. It's fine. Also, real
it.
quick, fuck, I spelled your name wrong still. Everybody, Decaf
It's
was
okay.
looking for your name. It's fine. There's no
know what?
C, and I put a C like an idiot.
No. I'm actually the idiot. I took the C out. Technically, there should be a C in it, but I'm just like, that just looks weird. I kind of like the like SHM. But yeah, technically there should be a C in it. But I just took it out.
Anyway, can Aaron, I don't know if you're still hanging around. My wonderful, wonderful mod. If we can do a shout out for HayShmitty. HayShmitty.
Oh.
It should be spelled right, everybody. I apologize. Beauty, nature of the beast. I'm sorry. My name's Anime Daddy. Please expect less from me. And yes,
Ooh,
so
Moana is lit.
what's that? Oh, Moana.
I just read it in chat and I was like, Moana's lit. And I was like, yeah, it's lit.
But that's the thing. I've been lucky enough that I don't think I have anyone underage, but I can't imagine just the.
I don't want to foster a space
Yeah.
that has a situation happen. And I think with your community, you have a very like transparent community where it's like, hey, this is the shit and this is what happens here.
Yeah.
Mine started off as like, we're wholesome, we're a community, we're a beautiful group of people. And that's where I'm finding
That's exactly what I was going to. A lot of streamers, even when I started, I wanted to present myself on stream, maybe for everybody. I thought that's kind of what you had to do. The wholesome streamer, if you will. Maybe it's because of who I am, the content I've put out, where I've shit talked people, and I guess I'm just bold and brash and belong in the trash. But it's like, I a lot of streamers kind of have that. They want to be available to everyone because it's fun. You have more people to come in. Also, games in general. I don't play games on stream. When you come into a chat, it's, I guess the nature of Twitch kind of begs for a younger audience. I mean, I was looking at Ludwig. He did a video about what the average age of his streamers are. And it was like, most of it was on the younger side. I think it was 18 to 25 still, but still 16 to 20 was a huge portion.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember being that young, but I don't. And I think I was an asshole.
I was too. I was an asshole. I was naive. Dude, I was a massive bitch, honestly. And you know why? It's because I literally hated myself so much. I hated myself so much that I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going, all this stuff. But like literally I had a reality check way too late. Like way too late. And you know, I'll take full responsibility for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just honestly, like at that point, I was surrounding myself with people that did not align with who I knew I was, but I molded myself into the person that they wanted me to be. And that's why I was a bitch, because I was like, this isn't me. Like, why am I doing this? I was a part of a sorority. Come on. Yeah. No, listen, it's because I grew up, and this is all like down to like, I grew up in a very whitewashed community. And I'm Hispanic. I'm true and true Hispanic. And so all my life, all I ever wanted to do was be white. And so I always just like molded myself to these groups of people. But I was like, this isn't who I am. Like, why am I doing this? So yeah, it's just as soon as I left that expectation of like, I should be this person,
Yeah.
I became the most pure version of who I was.
But
I agree with you. When it comes to the wholesome thing, like I started out that way too. I was like, we're a wholesome community. We're doing this. We were doing that. All this stuff. Like we want you to be here. But then when the trolls started hitting, and I was like, guys, we shouldn't be mean to each other. We shouldn't be doing this. Like as soon as that started, I started realizing I'm accepting abuse at this point.
Yep. I think I was watching Sam Witch. I'm sure you know who's Sam Witch.
Oh, I love Sam. Oh my God, she's the fucking hilarious.
I think she's cool as shit. I would love to have her on the show, but Sam, if you're watching or lurking, what is up? Sam, what's up? No, she was on a podcast last night. Somebody who literally does what I do, but it was more like everybody has their own way to do a podcast. I thought it was a little cheesy because he had like friends. I'm not gonna shit talk another podcaster, but I definitely will because it's Complaincast. Hey, stop trying. No, if I actually got angry, could you imagine? Hey, I'm not the first guy to do a podcast. Anyway, she said a big thing when she realized that her stream was starting to pop off and whatnot. She really had to make the conscious decision to unfortunately either remove people from her community or kind of I don't want to say curate words. Come on, Jordan.
Cipher or like I would say like just kind of like.
Yeah, like make sure
I know what you're saying.
that the people in your community, because there are others that might bring a community down or are toxic in some sort of like offhanded way. But yeah, you kind of make the click, which I'm sure you did. You went, I'm just being a filter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie. Hey.
Yeah.
Words. Cole. That one feels worse. Why does Cole feel worse?
That does kind of feel worse.
Who? Name? Wait, decaf. Are you talking about band? Jesus.
I totally feel that, man. Like I'll say this. There was someone in my community who's no longer a part of my community who every single time they would come into chat, they would be like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, how are you? And they're like, I just really had a horrible shit day. I am super depressed. I'm doing this. And at first the wholesome in me was like, oh my God, we're here for you. Message me, tell me, like, talk to me outside of Discord. And then they started coming into chat and like, yes, Night Owl, streamers aren't therapists.
Night Owl,
streamers
exactly.
are not therapists because then I had the same person come into my chat saying, my dad beat me. Sorry, trigger warning.
Yeah.
My dad beat me. And I was like, this is not what needs to be in chat right now. Like that's those types of situations. I like had to message them off stream. And I was like, I'm just making sure everything is okay. But I want to let you know, I'm not equipped to have these conversations. I'm respectfully saying like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Ooh, Dustin. Okay. In fact, Dustin, thank you for, here's the thing. Dustin has built, do you know Dustin?
No.
No. It also quick.
I want to though.
Quick sidebar, but he was on the show. Everybody, check out his interview on YouTube. Please go to my YouTube, Anime Daddy.
I'm gonna go follow him right now.
Dustin has built a community. I don't want to word this wrong because I am who I am. That works with like. I'm almost a delay warning. It's okay. He's creating a space where if you're having a bad day, stuff like that, he wants to build that space, which is fine, which I think is what Cosplay was kind of saying. Like some streamers do want to sort of handle it, but then I think it that gets super tricky because once again, as Night Owl said, you're not a therapist. You can only do so much. My main thing, like I've had that happen, and immediately when someone's like, I had a shit day, I'm like, dude, that sucks. Best thing I can do is
entertain.
Yes, is keep your mind off of it, but I am not the dude. I will once again say my name for the millionth time. It is Anime Daddy. Please don't think you're going to come into my stream and I'm going to know what to say, because I don't. A lot of, actually, it's funny. Do you have a mental health channel in your Discord by any chance?
I don't. And I actually have friends that do have mental health channels in there where people can go in and like say their piece. Like I'll go in there sometimes and say like, guys, I had a rough day at work. If anyone wants to chat today, I would really love that. And that's what it's been used for.
Yeah.
But like, I just get so scared with situations like that because I'm not equipped to handle these. And I really don't want anyone coming in and being like, I'm not even going to say it because I don't know what everyone's been through, but like just saying some way over the line stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had some conversations that I kind of just, I sit there and I go, I don't know, I don't have an answer for you. And it puts me in this weird spot. So and I think that's the trick of being so available. Like I know there are some streamers who get upset when you build a space. Like Dustin did put centered around gamers who struggle with mental health.
Yeah, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a very beautiful thing too.
It is, but in my opinion, is super fucking scary. I think that's a slippery slope that
it is. Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like Dustin, that even because then it might funnel up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a fellow streamer too who has a mental health stream. His stream is around mental health. And there are people who come in there and talk about like a lot of really dark shit. But he's like training to be a psychiatrist and a therapist.
Okay.
So like he has like a way to talk about this and have a conversation about it. But again, I came onto Twitch saying, hey, I'm going to entertain. I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make you come in here and like just laugh at my awkwardness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's different when it's someone who's a part of you. I'll say this. It's different when it's someone who's been a part of your community. Like people that I've met via Twitch and I've become best friends with. And they're like, Haley, I'm having a really shit time today. I need to talk.
Yeah.
I will drop everything in the world and we will talk. But if your very first message is, I am depressed and I feel like I could end things, I'm like, well, I don't even know who you are. Like,
I'm a lot.
It is. And those are the things I get scared about too.
Yeah, that's the whole creating space thing. That's why. Hopefully, me being as genuine as possible, the people that come in, I haven't had that in a long while because I think at this point people kind of know who I am. You know, big head, me toot my own horn. Hey, everybody knows who I am now. But yeah, Dustin, I hope you're okay. Let's put it that way, because that's what you send your community around, and I know it's super stressful because like I said, the best I can do is be entertaining. I try and be a silly goose. #silly goose.
Yeah, that's the best way, is entertain.
Let me catch up on chat a tiny bit. Is there any gossip you want to talk about? Because I could talk about some gossip, but...
Oh my God, what have I gone on to TikTok? Oh my gosh. I think you might have talked about this with corporate the other time. The most recent gossip is this whole raid situation on TikTok.
Yeah, which we just, by the way, got a raid. Thank you for the raid. What weird frickin' timing. Frost Legend, thank you. Well, rating. Hey, I hope you're not filming me, Frost Legend. What's up, dude?
No, there's raid drama now. Oh my God, Kanoa.
Kanoa, go back into my Kanoa is actually, a lot of you might be new here. Hi, I'm Anime Daddy. This is HayShmitty, my new best friend. The Pyramid Streams. Legit, I could. It's a whole conspiracy that I could go down. But the big thing. I did a TikTok about it. But there are people who have these communities that are based off of a funnel up system where join my channel, we raid off and make other people feel happy. It's very asinine, and I can't understand if it's just because people want to feel good and they found this way as adults, and it's all adults too. Let's be completely honest. The kids
They
on
are.
Twitch, in my opinion, that I talk to, like I talk to kids. Hey guys, I know younger streamers. It's getting weird now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I talk to younger streamers as well, just because they're a part of other communities that I'm a part of.
Yeah. Anyway, they play the games. They have fun. They probably have their own shit that I don't know. But for the most part, the skeeviest stuff seems to be with the adults because they can monetize this shit, and it's whatever it's in our adult minds. But yeah, Kanoa, there's these people that raid into younger kids, and I did a whole thing, at least in particular. But yeah, the raid cults. It's so bizarre.
The worst thing is on TikTok. I just this guy did not handle it well at all. But it was the one on TikTok where they're like, "You'll never see me again." I'm like,
Yep.
drama, Jesus! Like, listen, not everyone when you raid them is gonna be like, "Whoa, oh my god, a raid!" Like, start a party. Some people are like very anxious, and if you're raiding kids, they're not gonna like. Oh my gosh.
Complaincast, this is the shit. Okay. So there's those. Real quick, Kanoa said something about a management
I got
company? Opinions on that shit?
Yeah, because it's suggested to me to do that by a management company. He was suggested to do that.
That's what a management company. Huh?
Interesting.
Yes. Have you guys seen that guy who was promising to make you partner by joining? Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with the one.
That was satire.
The one dude who you saw say, "Hey, help me get partner. That way we can trade off people getting partner." That dude is a Muppet. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, because if you look at any of his other content, he's throwing shit at the wall to see what can
They're
stick.
all jokes.
I will tell you, I will tell you right now, what's up, Ray, is always do your research. Whenever you see a TikTok that pisses you off, and this is, I actually really wished Teeny Giant said she was going to show up at one point. But
I love TD Giant. She's such a freaking bad bitch. I love her.
I'm very excited to see her, but I think she needs to be, I actually joined her Discord today, and it's like called the Troll Community, and it's the whole thing that like Corporate Brit said, you will get known for this thing. Or there's another guy, I get sent TikToks like every fucking hour. This guy talking about, like I said, I'm the TMZ of Twitch. I'm like, I have everybody's shit.
I love it.
It's insane. What's up, Pixie Cat? I keep hearing about these communities and haven't run into one, but only been here for a week. Yeah, we can go. I will constantly talk about it. So stick around. There's plenty of goss.
I also have another thing after we're done talking about this.
No, it's all good. What do you mean puppet? He's a Muppet. Basically, if you go through people's stuff, please go through someone's TikTok if you see something you dislike, because maybe it is kind of sad. Like, you know, the whole Minty TV thing where he said if you're not a real gamer if you play these games, and it was like every game. Did you see that one?
Oh my god, I was this close to duetting that and making a fucking shit show of it, but then I was like, this guy just shits on people all the time.
Okay, here's he was
didn't do it.
No, he was supposed to be on the show tonight. Like, he signed up for my schedule thing that I just put out. And he did it for tonight, but obviously tonight is women's night. And I was interested to have a conversation with him, because if you look at all of his content, and I've talked to him before, and he's asked to be on the show and whatnot, which is fine, but he built his base through stream reviews, and I have a whole opinion about stream reviews. And then he doubles down and does this, like, you're not a real gamer thing. I saw it, and because I come from a comedian mindset, I went, this is clickbait. But that entail comes with, why does everybody on TikTok not get this? How do people take this seriously? And it was this huge rush and mob, and just whatever it is about that attention span and whatnot. Hey, you just said you were about to do it because you didn't read it first. Whatever it is about TikTok, chat.
You get angry as fuck.
And I came to TikTok. One of my first videos that popped off was when I stitched Cat Liente, because she said something that triggered me.
That's how I found out about you. That's how I found out, because when that happened, which she is, also I love her. I fucking love her.
Cat Liente is April 10th. She's going to be on the show. So.
Oh, I'm excited for that. You did not just do the middle school.
Hey. I am who I am.
I love it. No, so when that video popped up, that was the first for me, TikTok drama video that popped off where people were duetting and
Yep.
talking about it and all this shit. And I saw that too. And I was like, oh my God. That was the first one. And then the second one was the streamer tip one.
I did both. So I did, my first video was kind of making fun of streamer tips, but I mentioned it in like within the video, and I still have it up. I took the original Cat Liente video down because I realized people might find that, and that's not who I want to be. Like I saw my faults in it. Originally, honestly, 90% of the people agreed because she said it wrong. So most people, which is the TikTok mentality, saw it and read it wrong and took it the wrong way. She didn't mean it like I came from like expectation communities and where people like, hey, I showed up to your community, why didn't you show up to mine? Sort of bullshit.
No, I totally like I think she worded it wrong, but it meant something totally different.
Yeah, she did the whole thing, blah blah blah. Also, Callie, I did see you jump in the waiting room. I will try and wrap this up. We have a Schmitty, you got to come on again. You have to.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And chat, I will try and catch up. I apologize. But there's that thing. It's that mentality of you jump on. She did that video. Apparently, Katie found me from that video. I'm sorry. Like that. My other one was a streamer tip. I said, enough with the streamer tips. Like, we know. I don't need to know. Plugging your internet. I made a thing. But I also mentioned that in that video that it was kind of satire. I said, yes, they have their place. So that was that. But then I did the original Cat Liente video where I was like, hey, I was such a dick. I was so happy when I showed up to her chat and she's just like, yo, what the fuck's up, anime daddy? And I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry. She's like, nah, dude, I don't care. That's why she's such a badass. She just fucking works,
she doesn't care. Well, here's the thing is because she's been told like, and this, I don't want to assume anything. I'm just taking what I know from her TikToks.
Yeah.
She's been told literally her entire lifetime, you can't do something. And she just said, fucking watch.
Yep.
Fucking watch. The girl goes to a fucking, not Ivy, but like a really nice school. Like, she's smart.
Yeah.
Like she's smart. You can't just like knock down.
Yeah.
And you know what? Just woman power.
Fuck yeah. No, Abel and I were kind of, I don't know if you remember the whole Abel situation. I talk, he hangs out in the Discord. So if you guys ever want to talk to Abel, he hangs. Fucking, we were going through a page. She's like, dude, every third video is a hook. Like she knows exactly what she's doing and it's fucking phenomenal. And she doesn't let anyone get in her way, especially you. And that's why I could come back and be like, hey, and she's like, whatever, dude. Like I didn't even, it's cool.
Yeah.
So
she clarified afterwards and she was like, FYI, and then moved on. Like that's the thing that I like respect so much about her is that she literally will be like, this is the shit. If you don't like it, fucking move on.
Yep. Yeah. So Schmitty, thank you so much. Let everybody know where they can find you. Obviously, I spelled your name right, but like when you stream and all that good stuff.
Yes, I stream every Tuesdays, Thursdays, The Witcher, and then Fridays, Drunk by Daylight. I get drunk with friends and we play Dead by Daylight. Okay. And then Saturday and Sunday, I play Apex. So,
what time zone are you in?
I am Central Time Zone, 5 p.m. on weekdays, 12 p.m. on weekends.
Time zones are very important. DT, not ST. I'm learning that out very quickly.
Oh, yeah, CST.
It's insane. Shani, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I hope to see you soon, and I will talk
Let
to you
me
later.
know. I would love to be on Talk More Shit.
Fuck, yes, because we could have gone like 80 more hours because I was about to get into it. But anyway. Okay,
All right, talk to you later. Bye.